Greetings, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dangerous Misinformation, formerly known as the Lord Petty Podcast. Appreciate you being here. Tune in today as we will talk about pressing topics such as social media algorithms, hating on white girls, and Kim Jong Un, and much more. Plenty more fun for the entire family. Stick around to the very end. I appreciate you being here. Greetings, petty people. Welcome to Dangerous Misinformation, the number one source in the world for dangerous misinformation, hateful rhetoric, and all-around common sense based takes on everyday issues for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling. But usually it's closer to 20 because I don't know when to keep my big old clap shut. So thank you for tuning in. Here we are, dude. Let's dive into it. Let's not plug a bunch of shit for once. But if we do want to plug a bunch of shit, you can go to the link in the description. It'll have all my socials. It'll have my book. It'll have the audio book. It'll have all the clothes. You can go and buy one of these sweatshirts. You can do a bunch of shit. Or you can just sit back and chill. Isn't it nice to just kind of sit back and chill sometimes? That's why as much as I hate the act of being in the airplane. No, I hate the act of actually flying. You know, the idea that I'm in this tube with all these strangers. But I kind of enjoy just fucking... It's the one aspect of my life where I can just sit back and not have to worry about shit. And I just get to put my full trust in another person and they just make everything happen. Because besides that, you know, I can't remember the last time I got perfect service when I coughed up some bread or like when I hire somebody to do something, it's never exactly how I want it, which I got to get better about that. I try to do way too much shit on my own. And this is a lesson to anybody else out there that I'm just going to give you unprompted that you're not asking for. Be willing to let go of some of the little things so you can get more done and let people that might know more about the thing than you do that shit for you. If you're anything like me, you might take pride in being this one-man island that just wants to do everything, have everything done a certain way. But then you got to realize you can't be the best at everything. There's going to be certain things that somebody else is better at. You should just let them do their fucking job. But yeah, bro. So yeah, that's why I'm going to let y'all spread this podcast and I'm done advertising it. I'm done with Instagram. If I'm not responding to you on Instagram, I'm sorry. I go on that app. I'd fucking post and dump because I hate Meta with a passion. I think that app is the most crooked thing. They're controlled by the Biden administration. You can't say anything on there. They shadow ban you ridiculously. So my account with 20,000 followers has a reach of like 12,000 in the last month, and then my account with 2,000 followers for this podcast specifically had a reach of 60,000, where before my one with 20,000 was getting like 500,000. And the whole TikTokification of all social media, it makes followers fucking pointless because it doesn't matter if you have 5 followers or if you have 200,000. Your video could get the same fucking reach if they want to turn it down. They don't even show it to the people that are deciding to follow you. So even if the individual decides, okay, I want to see this person on my timeline, the tech company is still going to be like, oh, well, we're not going to show it. And then people think, oh, well, this creates this opportunity for everybody. Like Gary Vaynerchuk, be like, oh, this will create an opportunity for everybody. Or it takes the power away from people because the things you actually subscribe to, you don't get to see. And then the tech companies get to promote whatever they want. And then they want you to pay. They want you to basically pay for a boost and shit like that. So yeah, if I'm not responding to you on Instagram, I'm sorry. It's not that I think I'm this or that. Because we all know that's not true. I'm a fucking bum. And I'm only not responding because I just don't like going on that app, okay? So send me an email. Send me an email at lordpettypodcast@gmail.com, and I promise you I will respond to if there's something you really got to say. And matter of fact, if I'm not responding to you on Instagram and you didn't just hear that message, I don't even feel bad because that means you're not my real homie. Because real homies are here, dialed in, checked in every day, ready for this dangerous misinformation. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, before this episode, if you listen to yesterday's episode, I'm sorry, if Spotify users, it wasn't on Spotify because I started doing a new production process to where my file was an MP4 or an M4A file or whatever it's called. I should know this. I'm an audio engineer. Well, I shouldn't because those are low-grade files, which I never deal with. And I didn't realize Spotify, it has to be an MP3. So I had to go back and re-upload some shit. So yesterday's episode is on Spotify now. I believe it was called, actually the last 2 episodes were on there. One was called I Get the Gripe, and the other one was called like Taylor Swift's Pussy or something. I don't remember, dude. I don't remember. You can't hold it against me, bro. We move fast. I'm like the, I don't know. I'm the Tory Black of podcasts, bro. I put that work in. And if you understand that reference, you understand that you understand that reference. If not, it's probably a good thing. But yeah, luckily before this episode, I did not have diarrhea. I was not steamy Ray nicking my my britches like yesterday, dude. That was brutal. I sat down like ready to go. I'm amped up, and then I had to go shit my pants. This time I was good, dude. And I'm eating bread again because I'm losing way too much weight. I can't be this skinny, dude. I can't stand the world, how the world treats me. I can't stand how I feel. And when you're not eating bread, it's like the weight just fucking falls off of you. So all you fat people out there, just stop eating bread. I promise you, within 2 weeks, you will lose a substantial amount of weight, because that's what happened to me. And I wasn't even trying. But then again, I go to the gym every day and shit like that. So what basically did it is I was watching, I couldn't get a jar open, okay, which should have been a warning sign in its own, but I couldn't get this jar of sauerkraut open. And yes, get your German jokes in, get them in. I was eating sauerkraut. I love me some sauerkraut. I go to a specific HEB just to buy cabbage and sauerkraut because I'm a German. Ha ha ha. But anyways, I couldn't get the jar open. I couldn't twist that bit. And so I tried for like 2 days, right? I put it under hot water. I did all these things. I was about to go just walk around the streets and find some guy that looks like he's on steroids to pop it open for me. So I decided to order a jar twister boy off Amazon, off Jeff Bezos' website. And so I took it, and I do this thing on Amazon where I upload product videos to Amazon, and then they cut me a check every month. And so basically anything I buy on Amazon, I'll make a little video of it, and then I put it into this portal. So then if somebody else wants to go buy the product, they see the video. And if they watch my video, and then if they buy the product, I get a commission from it. You know what I mean? And so it makes a couple $100. So it's a nice little hustle. And I mean, it doesn't outweigh probably what I spend on Amazon, unfortunately. But maybe it does, because I really don't buy a lot of shit, to be honest. I only buy... Besides that fucking, excuse me, besides that fucking jar opener, I really don't buy a bunch of garbage. Except for, yeah, I bought these stands that I actually meant to be having behind me that I've never used that were like $200 that I couldn't return because the return fee was like $150. And so I'm just going to sell them. But anyways... I took this video of myself using this jar opener, and I was just looking at my fucking skinny little alien body that looks like a fucking chicken wing, you know? Just like a chicken wing laying on some tinfoil. And I was like, nope, I'm going back to eating bread. I need to fatten up. I need to do what they used to do before the media outlets came and visited the concentration camps, when they'd feed them a bowl of pasta just to give them some face back. Even though I've been feeling the best I've ever felt, but the psychological shit of being all frail, I just can't do it, dude. Got to get back to getting these fucking gains. Not that I've ever had huge gains, but I just don't have the frame for it, dude. Some of us don't have the frame for it, and it just is what it is. But yeah, the whole point of me bringing this up is that I'm glad I didn't shit myself, and that I'm eating bread again. How about that? How about a 9-minute monologue about being happy that I'm not shitting myself by eating bread? And now that I'm eating bread again, what I really want to do is I want to fly to North Korea, and I want to eat a Kim Jong Un burger, because Can you imagine that there's a better tasting cheeseburger than the guy who invented the cheeseburger? I highly doubt it. I want to take one of the airplanes that he invented and I want to glide into North Korea and I want to feel his essence as the sun rises over the horizon at his will. And I want to touch down at the airport and I want to be accompanied by a guard the whole entire time and just transported throughout Pyongyang and see all the places with all the plastic fruit and all the fiberglass windows and all the fake people on their computers rubbing mouses around that aren't actually doing anything on the computer. Then I want to see a military parade and then I want to see a bunch of Asian women that look exactly the same doing a choreography dance together, all dressed the same. I wasn't making an Asian joke there. But yeah, I want to go do that. And then at the very end of it, when I've built up a nice appetite, I want to go have a Kimmy burger, a cheeseburger that Kim Jong Un invented. That'd be delicious. That fucking guy, dude, I saw a video. Yes, he's so funny. I wonder, like, I really want to talk to a North Korean and just know, like, do you guys know that this is, I know it's not hilarious when your family's getting thrown in the gulag, but just with the fact, like, there's these propaganda videos, like, I guess what I want to know is what people in North Korea find funny. Because as an American, like, as a privileged American, seeing a guy claim, oh, I read this instruction manual, and then right afterwards he started flying a commercial aircraft. His big, dumb, square head, you know? His head that looks like one of those TVs from the 90s, like the fucking TV that fell on Heifer in the beginning of Rocko's Modern Life. You know what I'm saying? Right before it goes, Spunky! And the TV falls down. You know, like that looks like the back of Kim Jong Un's head. And then it just shows him sitting there in the pilot seat. And then these fucking, did the North Koreans not know that you can control the plane from both sides? So there's a pilot. Imagine being the son of a bitch that actually has to fly the plane. And you're just sitting there, well, fuck me, I guess. You can't tell anybody, right? You can't even go home that night and tell your wife, like, yeah, I was Jim Jang Jun's fucking stunt pilot. I was flying the plane while the camera... And I wonder who came up with that. Was it his Ministry of Propaganda? Or did he himself sit there and go, hey, guys, today... Imagine if you're that guy, you know? So he was just sitting there going, hey, guys, today I'm going to pretend like I can just read this fucking manual, and then we're going to go fly a plane. And why do some people are in on it, right? His inner circle is obviously in on that. He's not a god, right? So why did they obey him? I don't understand that power structure where if somebody's like, you know, like a dictator or a very abusive person, I don't understand how they get away with it and how their inner circle doesn't fold on them. Just slip them up a cyanide pill or something like that. That has never made sense to me. I will never understand it. If I'm ever on the inner circle, if one of my friends rises up and becomes a dictator, I will just like have a fucking booby trap of a Bowie knife come through their bathroom sliding door and slit their throat or something. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nothing. It'd be like, well, you're my boy, but you're also murdering millions of people and claiming that you invented a cheeseburger. But yeah, so I want to know if he, like, imagine how fun that would be, though, to be that guy for a day. You get to just say, okay, today I'm going to pretend that I know how to time travel. What we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to set up a camera and then we're going to build a studio that looks like it's from 1940, right? So meet Kim Jong Un. I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to go kill Hitler. But Western propaganda, they're not going to show that in the history books. But I'm going to go back to 1940. I'm going to invent a camera and then I'm going to murder Hitler on camera. But Hitler's going to obviously look different because the technology isn't there. So I'm going to go back, murder Hitler on camera after I invent a camera, and then time travel back to the present and show you guys the thing. So anytime I stomp my fat ass through town, you all start crying. I want to be a dictator, dude. I think everybody kind of wants to be a dictator, but we all know that it's inherently fucked up. But anyways, I shouldn't be so hard on Jim Jang Jun. I'm sure he's a pleasant chap. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of being hard, I think we go way too hard on white girls. You know what I mean? It's like no matter what they do, we rip on them. And it's only because they catch our attention because they're hot and we all want to fuck them. So it's almost like this bitterness of always ripping on white girls. But it almost doesn't matter what they do. Like the bro-aged male will just always have some sort of like aggressive fucking negative thing to say about them, especially online because they're probably not having sex with them. But it's like, as men don't want this super masculine, bossy, we don't want these like masculine chicks, right? And then when these sorority videos come out or these girls going wild at the Taylor Swift movie or just being fucking dumb girls, and then we make fun of them for that too. So it's like, okay, well, we don't want these super manly girls. And then we make fun of them when they're just being dumb white girls. So it's kind of like, okay, we kind of need to make up our minds and probably just admit that we're paying attention to them because we want to fuck them. So we should probably just swallow our egos, let them do the dumb girl shit, or keep making fun of them for doing the dumb girl shit so much that they're going to be these annoying boss babes and we're going to have to deal with that. So in my opinion, ladies, do your fucking, like if you're a grown-ass man, right? If you're a grown-ass man and you're getting upset about these like sorority recruitment videos, do something else, bro. What are you upset about? What else are these girls supposed to do? They're in a fucking fairy tale moment of their life. They don't have to work. They're just getting fucked by frat guys. That's one time and the last time in their life is where they're at the hottest in their life, where they're the most careless about what resources somebody has, and they're the most liberal with the vagina. Just let them do what they want to do, all right? You don't need to sit there being a fucking grown-ass man. Oh, this looks like the gates of hell. Yes, it looks like the gates of hell to you, but it honestly doesn't even matter if you talk shit about it. I'm sure they don't even give a fuck. They're going to find some rich guy, get out of college, and have a great life, and you're just going to be this bitter sack of shit sitting there on Instagram. But yeah, dude, we're just way too... I mean, don't get me wrong. I get annoyed, but... And the algorithm... God, back to the algorithm thing, the TikTokification of social media drives me nuts because... It doesn't even matter what you follow anymore. If you like one post, your whole timeline will just be filled with shit similar to that one post because the algorithm's going to think that's what this person wants to look at. But I want to look at other things just because I like that one post. God, excuse me. So if I like a picture of one girl, now my whole fucking feed is just all these chicks lip syncing, making TikToks like these. I don't want to see these hot girls all the time. It fucks with my head, dude. It fucks with my head because then I can't tell how much makeup she's wearing. I can't tell how many fucking filters are on that thing. So now in my mind, like, oh, girls look like that. And then I go out to a bar and this bitch got a big ass pimple on her forehead. I don't want to be turned off by that. I want to pop that son of a bitch and then break that shit down, dude. In all seriousness, though, yeah, dude, just let him be, bro. Let the white girls be white girls, all right? And that's how we're gonna end it. Let the white girls be white girls. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow. Please be sure to leave a rating. Tell a friend. Right now, think of your best friend. Or, yes, wherever you just listen to this, maybe you're heading to work, right? You're probably around some people. You're going to be talking about something podcast. You should be like, hey, you should check this out. And then I'm like, because people are so... You're like, nah, just check it out sometime. Don't be pushy about it. Just plant the seed. Plant the seed so we can grow this big degenerate family, all right? Deuces. Appreciate y'all. Peace out. Oh, yeah, don't even say it's a podcast. Just say it's a show, okay? All right, peace.